Hello, everybody. My name's the Daily Writer, and I am here in Resonant Rise 3. Kind of a little test game I created just to get a little bit of a feel for some of the stuff in Resonant Rise. And I ran across some interesting things. I've made, here's my little dimensional anchor, which allows me to use my ender chest, of course, with an ender pouch, allowing me to send all my stuff back here. And because of that, I can't allow this basically to run out of power. There's not a lot here. It's 2 million RF in these capacitor banks for Ender IO. Got a couple Ender IO machines, an ME drive system. But powering everything is a nice little reactor. Now, I've always done basically a single control rod reactor system before. And this time I decided to do 4. And actually allow a space around it to fill with redstone fluid, which I hadn't done before either. And the efficiency is quite a bit better than just a single one. And power is quite high actually. But right now I'm just dribbling power. I have only one reactor rod, and it's mostly inserted, meaning only 20% is providing power off of one rod. But it's still providing about 300 RF. And as you can see, the middle buckets per tick is, well, it's there, but it's pretty darn minimal. I mean, it's almost zero. So basically, if you wanted to, you could run a 300 RF reactor forever on this kind of a setup. It takes a while to get all the stuff together. It took me a little bit, but it was fun doing that. And because before I only had, where is it? Do I still have it even? Or did I get rid of it? Oh, I guess I got rid of it. I had a little Ender IO furnace back here. No, it's my energy acceptor for, alright. So, yeah, anyways, it was only producing 80 RF per tick with coal. And so now that works. This is my XP fluid tank I was trying out. Turns out the reservoir from Ender IO does not work with the Ender tank or the Ender IO tank here. You can't drain it into it. Found that out the hard way. But you can use an XP bottler and suck out XP that way. You can also use a XP what is it? Some kind of magic staff or something you can suck it out with. I didn't have that material made for it, so I couldn't make that. I can't show you that. So anyways, I'm getting distracted again. So that's the interesting thing about the power. Another item that might be of somewhat interest is the shurikens. I call mine the Sangflyer, but that's because it's made from sanguinite. Sanguinite is found in the nether on the very bottom levels, and there's a ton of it once you get down there. It's a little bit of a booger to get there, plus you have to get a series of picks or mallets or whatever, to hammers to mine it of the right level. But once you get it, there's lots of it, and it's easy to make everything from. So basically all my, got a sanguinite lumber axe, a sanguinite shovel, pick, hammer, and this one actually is not. This is my little sword. I decided to use what's it called? Armor drain in there. Sword blade's actually vulcanite, which is pretty tough stuff. But the armor drain allows me to steal life, which is very handy. But the cool thing about the so the higher the level of quality of material used to make the shurikens, the more shurikens you end up with. However, they do not take on, and see how fast you can fire them? But they're only short range, because once you fire them, they basically drop about there. Let me try that again. Right about there. So it's about to a 10, 15 blocks at the most, probably 10. And when they get that far, the shorter the range, the more damage they do. So that's also good to know. But if you're in close range combat, it's like, bam. I mean, they are dead. especially when you put in some extra sharpness on there. Also, I believe from the way they act, they might be even armor piercing. But you cannot add luck to them, I found out. And you cannot add some other stuff. And I think most of the... so like I have over here, I was experimenting. It's got reinforced 2, but I suspect that reinforcing does nothing because the wither does nothing. I have here some vulcanite, ignite 2. Well, guess what? It doesn't ignite anything. So I think all those values are basically worthless. Only the ones that you actually put on there from Tinkers, and there's only a couple that work on there. I got knockback and sharpness. I haven't tried much else, but I suspect that's pretty much it. So anyways, those are very handy, especially in early games. You just like even make some stone shurikens. A lot easier to make than bow and arrow, and they're very effective, I think. So the next thing I want to show you that was very bizarre to me, I go to my map here, waypoint. I found way far away, in the far reaches, Dead Rock Mountain. Now, Dead Rock Mountain is, as you might guess, made from dead rock. But as you can see, it's from the Twilight Forest. Why is there not just this mountain, but where's the rest of it? This entire block here that looks super white. That's actually an entire giant mountain of dead rock. It stretches all the way up there. It's very tall. I mean, it's just freaking huge. And let's see if I can head over there. Where is that? East, south, north. It is north as far as I know. Well, I should see. Actually, look out in the distance. There's my tag. All right, let's just. I think from flying you'll get a better feel for how big these mountains are. There it is. And of course I don't have the super duperest computer in the world, so it's going to take a little bit to render this. But as you can see, this is one freaking huge chunk of Twilight Forest material in the overworld. I mean, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now, I've read somewhere that people are having a lot of trouble with this, and I don't blame them. It is a booger. But as you can see here, I'll do the pick a little bit better, a little faster. As you can see, it is mineable. It is, if you have the right tough enough tools. I'm not sure what level it requires, but sanguinite is basically, I think only Alteris is one higher than sanguinite in mining capability. So it's, yeah, I think it's tougher than obsidian because it does take longer to mine. Anyway, that's to me is a bit bizarre that they would have a bleed over from the Twilight Forest. And I've also found boars in the same area from the Twilight Forest. So I'm not sure if there's like some strange portal that's open around here somewhere that I haven't found. But yeah. Now you're probably wondering how I got on. Probably thought I cheated to get to the top of the other one, but no, actually, even without a jetpack, if you're dumb enough, you can basically jump your way to the top. There we go. Hey, I'm doing pretty good this time. Sometimes you get stuck in weird areas they don't have. They're too tall. There we go. Whoa! That wasn't too bad. So as you can see, you don't always need to have a jetpack. And what are these structures? Look, this is more Twilight Forest stuff. What is this? It's like some weird bleed over. More Twilight Forest. It's all Twilight Forest up here. I don't know if this is just something happened on my server, that something crashed or something. I don't know. It's very bizarre. And wow, look at this. There's a village up here. Oh, cool. Really cool. Let's see. I have, by the way, triple jump on my boots from Ender.io, which I find very handy. Also, Ender IO boots are powered, and I've got an octet powering of it, chip or whatever. So I have what is it, 1,000,000 or 2,000,000 energy. This is interesting. And so any fall damage is basically transferred from the energy. So you do use up energy, but you basically don't. It's like, yeah, we call it free falling boots. There are people up here. Well, I wouldn't call them people. They're villagers. Villagers aren't really people. Yes. I am a... Oh! I almost fell in there. Oh, don't let him cook fish. I have to find out, is there an interface that you can get for connecting to your... oh, wow, this is terrible. Applied Energistics. I always wondered that. At least I don't have to worry about Blood Moon, as that has happened already just recently. But there are still super guys that can be popping up. Oh, hey, that's cool. Yeah, that's where I want my door. Oh, check out that. Alright, this is pretty funky. This is just pretty funky, that's all I can say. Oh. Can you still trade with him? You can trade with him while he's sleeping. Aw. Ooh, chicken nugget scraps. Oh, check this out. Elementum. Oh. I never had that. This is fire charge, yeah. Another Thaumonomicon. Did I say that right? Thaumonomicon. Ah, should be something in here to loot. I mean, borrow, examine. Back off, little one. Here's my have a Zang flyer. What the hell was that? I think there's a super creeper out here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. A rare toasting one, huh? Yeah, well, you're gonna eat Zang flyers. You're dead, super guy. You don't mess with the Zangs. Shuriken death. Aww. Aww. I got poop from a bird. I got bird poop. Woohoo! Alright. This is just... Anyway, it's kind of bizarre, and that's what I've been doing, wandering around, checking out the bizarre nature of Resident Rides. And I don't know if you guys have run into this, but I sure have. And check out all those boogers. Oh, look at that. Another toasting creature. Man, this we just regenerate or something? Did I get anything good from him? Let's see here. I got Ender Pearl, Creeper Head, Ender Fragment. Oh, bonsai is probably foolish of me. Oh, nice. Gotcha. Even though you stuck me again. At least they're not withered. Whoa! Concussion me, huh? I can take a concussion. I am hurt slightly, so I should go and kill. Well, I don't need to actually kill, I just need to stab one of these guys here. There we go. That healed me up a bit. Oh, nice. How's my boots doing? Oh, I took a lot of energy damage so far. Because they also absorb energy from damage from explosions and from other stuff. Hey! I'm in the house. Cobblestone wall. What's that doing in the house? Wait, I'm in jail? Is this jail? Alright. Anyways, folks, I hope this has been interesting to you. Like I said, it's very strange, and I wonder if other people have experienced the same thing in Resident Rise, where we have bleed over from other dimensions into the overworld. And so, this is Daily Rider signing off. See ya.